productivity and operations management. So productivity is one of the major concerns of managers in this 21st century. So this is a concern in many parts of the world. Even Japan, which is right now admired for productivity improvement, is now concerned about remaining competitive in the world market. Okay. So productivity is nothing but a input-output ratio. Okay, how much input you give in and how much output that you make within a particular period of time with good eye for quality. Okay, this is productivity. Okay, so you have a lot of productivity problems and how to measure it. It's very it's one of the major problems that everyone in the organizations face. Okay, so in case of IT workers or like scientists and other knowledge workers, measuring their productivity is very much problem when compared to the measuring productivity of a factory workers. If you're like manufacturing 2 shirts per day, you can just count the productivities too. But what will you count for a person who's trying to find out um, uh, drug for curing coronavirus? So you can't find this out, right? So measuring productivity in those cases, it's going to be very difficult. So always like this production management and operation management, these are the two important fields of business studies being like kind of get is being confused by a lot of people. So production management is nothing but a term is which is used to address the process where through which you manufacture the products. Okay, whereas operations management refers to the activities which is necessary to manufacture product as well as deliver a service. Okay, so production management is only about manufacturing products and their process, whereas the operations management is about both products and a service. Okay, so quality measurement is one of the biggest problem that every company has right now to identify how much how good the person is doing this job. If it is a manufacturing company, it's not a problem, you can just like find it out. But imagine you are an analyst working in a company. So what happens? How well you perform your reports, how well you make predictions for your company. So all this has to be like founded accurately. So measuring quality in this case, it's very difficult. But you can't say being it is very difficult to analyze the quality in the service-based companies. You should not do it. You can't think like that. You have to really find a way to identify quality in this kind of processes. For example, when I was working as a business analyst earlier, so imagine you're like producing like 100 reports per month. So you're supposed to like produce all these reports correct to get 100% of quality. So you can be like allowed to make a 0.2 percentage of error. So which means you can't even make one report wrong when you're like producing 100 reports, or when you're making 100 predictions. Okay, so in this case you are allowed to make a like 0.2 percentage wrong, which means you can allowed to have 1% of error in 5 months or 6 months. So it's based on the quality standards the company has, based on the job that which is critical. It is. Okay, this is a process from operations management system. Here you have your inputs, process, output. As always, you have your inputs here, transformation process, which includes organizing, staffing, and leading, and you have your outputs here. The planning and controlling is also part of that. Okay, so you have your inputs, planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling, and output. Okay, in the controlling you have operating control, which means first one is the information for control and second one is the quality control. So this quality control is possible based on a lot of tools and techniques that the company can apply. So these are the 10 tools and techniques that a company can apply to maintain their quality. First one is operation research, linear programming, inventory planning and control, distribution logistics, decision trees, time-event networks, value engineering, work simplification, quality circles, CAD/CAM. and map. So actually these are like very complex topics. Operations research is a different it's a complete course by itself. You can't like study this all right now, but you can like get to know what is all this right now. Maybe I'll just give you a definition in the forthcoming slides of what it is. So this is what I was explaining: the inputs, process, and outputs. It has external factors, and you have planning. You have to take product design, product and production design, and system design, and operating system here. Okay, so all these things were like part here. Okay, planning had uh, product decision, product or service design. Okay, in the operating system, it has like organization structure, job design, staffing the organization. So this is part of this is organizing, and this is the inventory part, and this is the controlling part. Okay, operating system has at all these three within. Okay, organizing, staffing, and controlling. Okay. So you had like 7 steps in product or a production design. For example, you are like starting a company, or having a new product to start with, or to produce with. So these are the steps that you have to really follow to design it. Okay, the first one is you have to like create the product ideas. Okay, so this is possible only if you understand the customer. First you have to understand the customer and their needs. Okay, and then based on that you have to list out a lot of alternatives, and based on that you have to really create a new alternative. uh, Create a you have to create an alternatives, and based on that you have to select only one. So imagine right now people are facing a problem to work, or due to this COVID-19 breakout. So in that case, people can work from home. So what are the tools and techniques that they can use to work from home? Okay, to communicate with people, they can use Skype, they can use Zoom. Okay, so imagine you're a company, you want to create a new platform. So right now Google is like creating this new platform to provide webinars, to meetings and all. Okay, so they've used this kind of um, scenarios, this kind of problematic times, to create a new product and develop it. Okay, first you have to have your product idea by understanding your customer needs, and you have to list the different solutions for that, and you have to find out a very good solution which can solve the customer problem. Second one is select the product based on the various consideration. See, you can't just go just because your consumer has a problem and you want to solve the consumer's problem, but you have to really understand whether this product will be able to uh, make profits to the company. You can able to sell this product. That can be done by doing market and economic analysis. You have to do a feasibility study, whether is it profitable to make the product. So right now we can take 3D printing. So manufacturing products with 3D printing is very much easier, but it involves a lot of time and it involves a lot of cost. When you're able to manufacture a product through injection molding, you can manufacture hundreds and 200s of pieces per day. Okay, but if you want to manufacture a product through 3D printing, it takes minimum of 3 to 4 products only you can per day, but you have to be spending in thousands. But for in injection molding you don't have to do that, right? So 3D printing is a booming thing. You can't make that into use. So you have to really do this analysis, and then you have to do a preliminary design by checking out various alternatives. You have to go for various designs, and then you have to choose the right one, and then you have to get into the final design, and based on that you have to develop and test it, and you also have to do a simulation whether to check whether this process is working or not. And then if you think this prototype is going to work, and you have to check whether your enterprise, your organization has the facilities to do it, to manufacture this product or not. If you don't have the facilities, whether you have to check whether you can able to arrange those facilities, whether you can able to manage the cost, everything that you can do. And if you're like confident that yes, I can able to manufacture the product, then you have to select the process of manufacturing this product, and then you have to consider all the technologies that you might need, and you have to analyze what are the methods through which you're gonna produce. Either you're gonna automate the process, you're gonna manually do it, or like all these things that you have to like find out. Okay, when the product is like after designed, you have to like lay out the facilities which has been like used, and you plan the production method and schedule everything, and then you get into production. Okay, these are the 7 things that anyone should follow when they have to go for a new product, or they want to like redesign their product. First they have to create their product ideas by checking the consumer needs, and then they do have to do the feasibility study by checking whether we can able to make profit from that particular product, and then you have to do a preliminary design, and then you have to do a prototype by developing and testing it, and also through simulation. Fifth one is like you have to check whether you have enough facilities to do it, do the product, and sixth one is you have to select the process, and seventh one is after the product is being like designed and you have the layout, and you can like plan your production and then start producing it. Okay, so these are the things that we've discussed, but right now we have to finally discuss the tools and techniques that you should need to improve the productivity. That I told you, right, that we can like discuss later. So these are the tools and techniques that any company should use to improve their productivity. Okay, first one is inventory planning and control. Okay, this is actually based on the operation research. Okay, so operations research is actually a field of a separate field in the business studies. Okay, actually, and this has and in operation research, more attention is being given to this inventory planning and control. Okay, so this inventory planning and control can be like expressed in the mathematical form as like Q equal to square root of 2ds divided by h. 2ds divided by h. So here Q is nothing but the number of products that you want to produce, the quantity. Okay, D is nothing but the demand per year. D is nothing but the demand of that particular product per year. S is nothing but the setup cost, the capital that you want to invest in. H is nothing but the inventory holding cost per item per year, which means how many rupees that you have to spend per year to have that as an inventory in your warehouse. Okay, so we are trying to find out how much a company should produce. Okay, so that is your inventory planning and control. How much inventory that I can afford to have it in my warehouse so that I can make profits. So this can be computed through the formula square root of 2 into ds by h. Okay, D is the demand per year, S is the setup cost, H is the inventory holding cost per item per year. So imagine I'm a company which manufacture shirts again. So making a shirt cost 10 rupees per day, 10 rupees, just 10 rupees. But like storing that in the warehouse per year cost me 20 rupees, which means I can like store manufacture the shirt whenever I need, maybe in the next year or after that year, after the next year, right? It's so if your inventory cost is going to get higher, then you can like you don't have to store right. Okay, so imagine if your inventory cost is only 2 rupees per year, so in that case I can like store it for at least 2 to 3 years, right? So based on the inventory cost only, you should decide whether you have to keep inventory or not. Okay, next one is just in time. So just in time, it's a type of system where you don't keep any inventory. So based on the orders that you receive, you manufacture products. I mean, based on the orders you receive, you order the supplier, order the raw materials from the supplier, and then you produce and then you sell. So Dell has implemented this technique practically, and then they had made a very good profits because of this just in time. So if you want a computer, you can just go to the website of Dell, and then you can go and order your computer based on the specifications you need. So based after that, after the order is placed, the Dell will like manufacture a particular laptop and send it to you within a week's time. Okay, this method is like practically implemented, and Dell has made a very good profit because of that. And next one is like outsourcing. This is one of the recent trend in United States and Europe. Okay, so few third world countries like India, Philippines, or the back offices for this kind of developed countries like United States and European Union countries. So most of the IT works and other back office works has been like outsourced to us, where we like work on a contract basis. Most of the IT companies work on a contract basis to the top companies in the US and Europe, right? I think you all know all our CTS, Wipro, and what are the Infosys. All these companies are the back offices for this top clients and for the top clients, so that they take the job and act as a IT hub or a back office hub for them, right? So next one is operation research. So um, it's actually nothing but the application of scientific methods to the study of alternatives in a problem situation. For example, you if you have a problem, you can't just stick to a one solution and implement it. You have to really list out the number of opportunities that you have to solve that particular problem, and you analyze each of the solution and arrive at the best solution. Okay, how we do it's not just like you write it and then you think about it and select one method. You are doing it through a quantitative basis. You apply a quantitative techniques or scientific method by using quantitative data, and then and use the common sense to arrive at the right alternative. So this is called operations research. Is actually one of the very famous branch of business studies. Okay, so value engineering, it's nothing but a process where you analyze the operations in making a product or in delivering a service, and then you analyze each of the stage cost, and then you try to keep the cost very low at each of the step. Okay, in a manufacturing process or in the service delivery process, you identify each stages, and then you estimate the cost for each stage, and then you try to minimize the cost spent on each of the stage. When you do it, that process is called as value engineering. Okay, the next step is work simplification. So it is actually a process of obtaining the participation of workers in simplifying the work. So you have to really make people's work simple so that they can able to do better, and they'll be able to do more. Okay, it's a process of getting more things done by the same person. Okay, here, so when you are like using the same workers to do the to simplify their task, you call that process the work simplification. The last one is quality circles. So when you it's nothing but a quality circle. It's a group of people in an organization who continuously meet to solve the problems they experience at work. It's kind of focus group where they meet and talk about the problems they face, and they escalate to the top management and they try to solve it. Most of the time they try to solve it by themselves. If it is not possible, they escalate to the top management. Okay, so we discussed about like 8 different tools and techniques. Okay, inventory planning and control, just in time, outsourcing, or operation research, value engineering, work simplification, quality circles. Okay, these are the very good examples of various tools and techniques which can be like used for improving productivity. Okay, so far we discussed about what is productivity and what is operations management. We discussed about the process. Okay, so you got any questions from this, you can like ask me.